And the curtain falls in New Sarum City. As night begins its embrace, the Bruja known as Mutt is in his small apartment complex, just idly strumming on his guitar, trying to get some ideas for a song of his, and he starts to remember an encounter he had a couple of nights ago with a kindred by the name of Howard. He, lucky enough, got his number, and he decides to call him up. He puts the phone to his ear and quietly waits.
Meanwhile, Howard is sitting at his computer desk at his home in the residential district, playing what appears to be some sort of video game, Team Fortress 2, and he appears to be very intense while doing it, screaming at his teammates, like, put a dispenser here, put it here, damn it, no, now here, crap, spy, and then all of a sudden, he hears his phone ringing. Oh, hold on, guys. You know?
Is this Howard?
Yes, it is. Is this Mutt, I believe?
Yeah, this is Mutt. Listen, I'm at my place, and I'm working on a song. You said that you were a player, right?
Yes, I can do some guitar, and I do a little bit of singing as well.
Perfect. You just want to come over to my place, and we just, practice or something?
Sure. I was getting tired of sitting around here anyways. Be right over.
All right.
Oh, wait, where do you live?
He gives him the directions to where he lives. He lives in downtown, but in that kind of place where it's not super rich. It's fairly decent priced apartment buildings.
Oh, all right, I'll be over in a few minutes. Howard quickly says, all right, guys, I'm leaving the game, and there's almost probably in the other players is there's a sigh of relief that this jackass is finally leaving. And Howard grabs up his guitar and hops in his car and starts to drive over to Mutt's apartment. He probably gets there, parks, and walks up to the door. And probably clicks one of the buttons, the apartment buttons, to call him up.
Mutt goes over to where he would let people in. He goes, yeah, come on in.
All right. Howard proceeds to walk in, take the elevator up, gets to Mutt's door, knocks on it.
Mutt opens the door and goes, hey, welcome, come in.
All right. You can see he's Howard is dressed more rather than his normal pea coat and suit. It's more of a regular clothing, maybe like a polo shirt and a pair of jeans. And he's carrying a very large guitar case with him. And he enters in, probably takes in the surroundings.
What Howard would see would be a fairly smallish apartment with kind of a futon that would be a couch or a bed area. You would see a little TV. You would see in the back an amp with the guitar and such. And then around the walls would be plastered horror movie posters, heavy metal posters, things of that nature.
Howard smiles very much at this. He probably loves the different horror film posters and the heavy metal band posters that he's seeing. Because he really knows, like, this guy, he knows it. He knows this is the sort of person he's going to get along well with. Howard probably sits down over at the couch and gets his guitar out. So, what were you thinking on playing?
Mutt grabs his guitar. It's a fairly worn-looking guitar. It's obviously something that he's gotten from a pawn shop, but he's taken fairly good care of it. He goes, I don't know, I've just been kind of strumming ideas off stuff. I haven't really thought of any, lyrics or anything. Just, jamming out, that sort of thing.
'Cause I was just a few nights ago playing a song that you might like. You said you're into punk, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's not a punk song exactly, but I think we could probably maybe turn the lyrics into something like that. Are you familiar with the Polish singer Jacek Karmansky?
He goes, not necessarily that well. I've mostly stayed close to American and some European punk.
Hmm. He isn't exactly punk; he's more folk. But I think you might like the lyrics, and we could be able to turn this into something. Here, I know one of his songs called Walls. He was actually uh, he did this back, I believe, in the 80s during the time of the Berlin Wall. He was sort of exiled from Poland to some degree, and he sung a lot about, down with the oppressor sort of thing.
No
Uh,
shit.
yeah, here, let me try something. Um, Howard proceeds to, actually out of character right now. Should I do a roll for this, do you think?
Uh, is he proficient at playing, or is he like a beginner?
He's I guess for the playing, I should take a roll, but for the
Yeah.
singing, probably not. All right.
No.
So what? So just performance.
Yeah, just performance, honestly.
All right. Oh God.
Oh boy.
Well, there we go. Howard basically just does this. Crap, 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 crap. God damn it. Maybe I should just do the lyrics for now.
Yeah, Mike kind of goes, yeah, I think for right now until we can have some time to actually practice it.
All right.
I have to assume he's fairly complex guitaring skills.
Yeah. All right. I think I have the lyrics in my phone somewhere. Howard just takes out his little iPhone and looks it up. Oh, here it is. Um, Here, let me try this. Young and inspired the singer was. No one could count all of them. He gave them strength with his song. He sang, "The dawn shall soon come." Thousands of candles they lit for him. Smoke rose over their heads. He sang, "It's time that the walls fell," and they sang together with him. Pull the bars from the walls. Tear the shackles. Break the whip. The walls shall fall down, and they'll bury the old world down. Soon they have learnt his song by heart, and tune without words. Brought the old matter with himself, shivers throughout the hearts and heads. So they sang it, they clapped to the rhythm, their applause sounded like shot. But the chains were heavy, and the dawn was late. He was still singing and playing. Uh, Repeat the first verse. At last they saw the number of them. They felt their strength, their time, and singing that the dawn is near, they walked down the streets and towns. They smashed the statues, uprooted cobbles. He is with us, he is against us. Whose lone is our greatest foe? The singer was just alone. He watched the steady march of crowds. Silently he heard the boom of steps. The walls were growing. The chain was dangling at their feet.
Mud goes, all right, that sounds pretty goddamn good. I bet you if we could, learn that track and kind of speed it up a little bit, put a little, electric in there, it'd probably sound really, really good. I bet you a lot of kids around here would be into that shit.
Yeah, I think so too. And I'm just a huge fan of him. And that's not even, and the Polish version I think is, I think he did an English version, but I think the Polish version was more violent. But I don't know my own language, so we should probably just go with the English.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so I'm gonna roll performance. So let's see, where's my performance? Yeah, performance. And nice. Okay. Mutt just goes, okay, let me just try to do a little something. Basically, something like that. If it was, tuned and shit, it would sound nicer. But suffice it to say, he plays something and it's really loud, really aggressive. It's almost the kind of thing that the neighbors would say, "Shut the fuck up over there!" Just really wailing down on his guitar and goes, something like that would suffice.
Yes, I love that. That was good. Reminds me a lot of Fear, the way you were playing that. You ever listen to them?
Yeah, they're one of the guys that got me into punk, actually.
Yeah, it's just sad that they didn't last very long.
Well, unfortunately, they
were ahead of their time. They were way ahead of their time.
Yeah, that's sadly just how punk is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do something with that. Maybe try to write some words around it. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got some hatred for authority figures and shit.
More than you think. Yeah. I have my reasons. There's nothing I'd like to get into now, though, about my hatred for them. Very personal. Anyways, but I think if I could get a hold of that man I know, Damien, he would probably be able to be into this as well.
Yeah.
I think I have his phone number somewhere at my house. I've just been... current affairs currently have just been keeping me very busy, so hopefully he's doing all right. What other song was I thinking of? You ever heard the song "God Was Never on Your Side" by Motorhead?
Yeah.
You think we could? I think we could do something like along those lines, because I really have always been trying to do that song before. Don't have the lyrics with me. You got any ideas?
He just kind of strums like a little bit on his guitar, not fast this time, just kind of like trying to think of a song. Yeah, they kind of practice this for a little while, and they kind of get an idea for something, and Mutt's just kind of like going na 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 na, just kind of going along with kind of like a little beat that they got. It's like, you got any ideas for what the song should be about or anything like that?
I might have an idea. Another one by that guy, Jay Keck, called Oblawa. I think it means the hunt. I think we could take some of the lyrics from that and change them around, and I think it could work. Here, let me look that up. Again, he goes again to his iPhone. It's like, I think the song was mainly about like fighting back against the people who try and destroy your way of life. Come on. Load your stupid phone.
Mutt just kind of goes, I know that feeling. There's always somebody around trying to, stop you from doing your own thing, try to make you do what they want, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah. I'm an objectivist, so I'm very against that. What were the lyrics to that one? I think I found them. Here. Oh yes, here it is. If wait a minute. The hell?
Mutt kind of goes, that little thing, that little beat that we're kind of doing right there? I think I got an idea for something.
Oh, what?
For that little bit of jamming that we were doing, and he kind of plays back that song again. And so he goes, Hey there, happy child. You think that love is on your side? Hope you understand, 'cause soon you're gonna die. Everyone around you, teeth is all despair. Hope you understand, 'cause tonight it's... And he goes, I fucked it up.
Hmm.
It's like, I kind of have this idea of, the young, optimist, realizing as he's walking through, walking through the world, he sees all the bullshit, the pain, the despair, the death, the corruption from everybody, and yet as he's watching all of this, he's still blindly optimistic that things are gonna get better. And at the end of the song, well, he dies, and he dies in his own blood, and that's when he realizes it's all bullshit.
Yeah, I like that. That's actually really good. Here, let me try something. Huddled in some dark hole, sleeping snugly, two wolf cubs slept, still completely blind. Then an old wolf guide who knew all life well raised his head, growled menacingly, sending shivers up my spine. Suddenly I felt around a hateful odor, a scent that stifles all peace and interrupts all dreams. From afar, someone somewhere suddenly shouted a short order, "Sick 'em!" And from all sides 4 hunting dogs fell upon us. Raid, a raid, a raid upon young wolves, though wild, passionate ones raised in the dense forest. A circle of trodden snow in the circle of bloody stain. Wolf bodies torn by the fangs of hunting dogs. The one threw himself upon me wasn't very lucky, as he fell straight upon my fangs. His blood gushing out. Now, with all my paw strength, I ran straight ahead. I saw 2 small wolf cubs torn to shreds. They died blind, trusting such to fluffy tufts, helpless in the evil world, not knowing who strangled them. And die will also the old wolf, though he knows his life well, because he fights 3 dogs at once, and at once bleeds from 3 wolves. Raid, a raid, a raid upon young wolves, the wild, passionate ones raised in the dense forest. A circle of trodden snow in the circle of bloody stained wolf bodies torn by the fangs of hunting dogs.
I like it. Like something like that, yeah, something like that with this, with our kind of playing, man. It could cause a riot. I love it. Get people to smash shit up.
Yeah. It's a beautiful idea. But what tune should it go to? Really fast, moderate, or slow? I'm guessing we should just go with very fast.
Honestly, what you want is we could, you can always build it up to the very end, get people upset, get people mad, then get people rebelling. You can start it off slow, and it kind of plays like a little slow tune, and it's, fairly nice, not too intricate. And then he goes, then, we could speed it up.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Just have like a very, at the beginning with huddled in some dark hole, sleeping snugly, just like do a very soft voice, and then all of a sudden, right when the shouted a short order, the sick 'em part,
yes,
just start screaming like mad at that part.
Yes. Can you play over that part again? Like, just say that part again.
The short order thing.
Yes.
Shouted a short order, sick 'em, and from all 4 sides, 4 hunting dogs fell upon us.
Yeah. Okay. He goes on the sick 'em part. That's when, you could do this, and he does that little that really loud part. And then that's when you yell the rest of it.
Yes, that'll work.
So, they kind of go, all right, and, they just, start kind of practicing and kind of doing stuff, and Mutt goes, what's your story? Like, why are you here in New Sarum?
Oh, well, I'm sort of technically native, I guess, from here. I was born over in Poland, but my family moved here, and it was just about a year and a half ago that I got, well, into this little predicament and became whatever the hell I am now. I have many questions about this existence. Well, I'm an out-of-work surgeon.
Wonder why you out of work exactly.
I just don't feel like going in and doing anything. I'm more or less just trying to figure out our condition from a very scientific standpoint. I'm an atheist, so I don't think this is supernatural. I think there is some scientific reasoning as to why the hell we are these freaks, these fucking blood-drinking monsters who can't go out in the sun. That's my idea, at least.
Much is kind of goes, that's fine. It's like, I'm not from here, actually. I'm from Florida. My family moved up here when I was fairly young, and let's just say I kind of went with a bad crowd.
Mm.
And then he says, then I went away for about 7 years, came back, and, well, shit happened, and now I'm this.
Vampires. It's just, I don't know how it works. How do we exist? It's just, I thought these were just tales. Fucking crazy.
Well, you know what a lot of people say? A lot of people say that myths were truths at some point in time.
What was that? Sorry.
He goes, well, you know what they say about myths and legends, that at one time there was hints of truth within them.
True. From my research, I have disproven a lot of the regular old fears that people had. Like, I've tried the garlic thing, didn't work. I can't eat the shit, but it doesn't work. Yeah.
You know, have you tried looking in a mirror?
That works. Just really food, it would seem. I can't really eat it. Well, I can, but I kind of have to hack it up later. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I had a drink a couple nights ago, and it didn't agree with me, which is sad.
Yeah.
I love the drinking.
Hey, actually, drinking. If you ever, I have found a sort of a way that you can get there is a bit of a way that you can still drink. You know that? Remember that flask that I had a few nights ago?
Yeah.
Well, the way that was blood, and the way I got a hold of that. Don't worry, I didn't kill anyone. I have some connections still to the hospitals, and I'm able to sort of buy that from them for medical reasons. So what I did was I took these donor packs, and I've been diluting them in tons of alcohol, and it does work to some degree. It tastes a little off, but it kind of works.
Oh, you can get blood, huh?
Yeah.
You think you could? You think that they have any blood that's from people who's been smoking? Probably not, right?
Maybe. They do have to do testing, because when people go into detox, they do actually have to take blood samples from people. So I might be able to get a hold of that. It might be hard, but they know me pretty well. They don't know what I am, but they do know that I do a lot of experimentation, even before I became this.
My kid's had a little smoke pack, and he puts like a cigarette to his lips and says, "Yeah, I kind of, I've been kind of jonesing for a smoke for a while, and I tried hunting recently, and well, it didn't turn out so well."
Mm.
So he goes, so maybe, just maybe, you might be able to get me some blood.
Yes, probably. I could probably easily do that. I still have to pay him for it, but
well, don't worry about that. I'll pay what I can.
Oh, don't worry. I can. You don't have to pay a dime. I always try and help people out.
Right. Thank you. But I'd appreciate that, at least until I can properly start hunting. I probably need practice.
I haven't even really tried that yet.
I will say this. I will say this about it. It's kind of strange because, I never thought I would have to do that, but it was also kind of, exhilarating almost. It was the feeling of the fight. It was like this feeling inside of me was telling me to overpower, to consume. It was like a bloodlust. It was very exciting, but it unfortunately didn't go down that way. I had to, run the fuck out of there, or otherwise I would have gotten caught. But it was, I don't know, it was strange. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll have to try it at some point. But, I have had that. I have had that feeling, this feeling recently that I need to feed. So I need to get out there at some point. It's just hard for me because I like you. I never thought I would have to do that sort of thing, but it's just, I don't know. It just feels harder for me. It must be even harder for people who were like vegetarians at one point.
Oh yeah, that must suck for them.
Yeah. Jeez.
He goes, "You want to just, work on another song?"
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, they start, working on some stuff.
Actually, I think I do have that flask with me if you'd like to try some of this. He does actually have it. He pulls it out of his pocket.
Yeah, okay, he takes it out, takes a drink of it, smacks his lips and goes, "That's not bad.
Whiskey.
What did you? Whiskey. Yeah, very nice." He hands it back to him. He goes, "That's actually not bad. It's a pretty nice trick to get around the whole, not being able to drink regular alcohol."
Yeah. Well, I have tried doing that. It did not end well. I gotta actually hold back on the drinking a bit because just like last week, I was drunk, was at a casino, and once a good deal of money, some jackass tried to rob me.
What'd you do? You kicked the shit out of him?
Well, I got lucky. He kind of busted my knee in with a tire iron and then was going for my arms, pulled out a gun and shot him.
Nice.
He's not dead. He's not dead, so I don't have to worry about any moral dilemma here, at least.
Well, that's just how it goes,
Howard starts going and strumming back on his guitar again.
And so, good couple of hours pass, and they, after performing a little bit, they kind of sit back, watch, maybe a horror movie or something like that, and then Mike goes, "Hey, you know what? We should maybe try and look at some of the clubs or something around here, see if they are having an opening mic or something."
Yeah, there probably are a few around here. There's the Emerald Scorpion could probably at some point. Actually, wait a minute, isn't that a nightclub?
Well, I'm pretty sure a nightclub or something would still want to have, local bands or even, a touring band to perform every once in a while, I'm assuming.
That's true.
We could, try it there, or, if not, we can always just look around for any frat parties or shit like that. I'm pretty sure they're always looking for live entertainment.
Yeah, they probably would, and we could get some good money out of that too.
Yeah, I'm kind of jonesing for money, actually.
Me too, a bit. The only way I'm getting my cash currently is through casinos, and that is not a good business venture to take. I have lost a considerable amount a few months ago.
And Mike goes, I'm gonna try and look at some of the bars or something, see if they need a bouncer, some kind of security for the night shift.
Okay, that'd be a great idea. At this point, also Howard looks down at his watch and says, "Oh shit, I gotta actually get going at this point."
It's all right, all right.
It was nice doing this, though. I hope we can find someone who'll be able to let us play it or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully, man. We should try and maybe look around for some more musicians and stuff. Try to get.
I'll check in with Damien if I can.
Yeah, if you can't get a hold of him, maybe ask around. I'm pretty sure there's some, musical inclined people around here somewhere.
There has to be. Who knows? Maybe there's an entire group of vampires who's into music.
Hey, you never know. From what I've seen of all the kindred that I've met, they're all different. So,
True.
you never know. He shakes Damien's. No, he shakes Howard's hand. He shakes Howard's hand. He goes, "All right, Howard. Just let me know. And I'll. You have a good night."
You too. Don't stay up to, past sunrise.
He goes, you don't have to worry about me.
And with that, the scene ends.